Hey, happy look Sunday, y'all. Welcome to the special edition of Talking with Tonya with Mickey here. I think he's still recovering, y'all. From yesterday. 810 day was a lot. It was a great day, but it was a lot. So if you are giving us your Sunday evening time, I want to tell you first of all, thank you. I appreciate you. And drop and click in the line. Tell me where you're from because we have people from 810 Day from Ohio, um, from Detroit. We were supposed to have from, I know Lummy and his wife, that she had lost. My condolences to her mother. Um, she had her mother passed away. So wherever you are, do me a favor, click like, share, and put in where you're from, where you are from. Mickey, did we get that up yet so I can share it?
Yeah, it's up on
Is it up on YouTube?
Yeah, that's what I'm sharing now.
Okay, so I gotta find that. So I don't see it, Mickey.
That's on YouTube. That's what I'm sharing right now.
Why ain't it
Right
coming up
now.
on mine?
I'll send it to you. Hold on 1 second.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube right here.
Okay. Hold
I'm
on.
gonna send it to you.
Let me see.
There you go.
Okay. I think I might be. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Listen, y'all, forgive me. Give me a moment with this because I'm not used to doing this on a Sunday. Saturday, I am. Sunday, I should probably be home watching. Is it some of the
I'm
housewife
sending it to
shows?
you.
Is the Olympics over now? Is today the last day?
It might be if I'm not for sure.
Okay. Okay. So wherever you are at, drop in the drop in. Okay, here we go. I can see now. Now we cooking on the front burner. So good morning. Oh, you gotta go all the way back up
Yeah,
when
good
you get a
morning.
chance. Yeah,
Yeah,
look,
yeah,
I am
good
so
morning.
sorry. I am so sorry.
Shit,
And look, I need to do it on my
yeah,
own.
go to the top for you.
No, I need to do it on my. So listen, I appreciate y'all giving me your time, especially on this Sunday evening. It is a beautiful Sunday evening. It's not too hot. It is not too cold. Um, it is just the right temperature. The sun was still shining, and I was like, okay, I can do this. But I was a little tired after yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot going on. We had 810 day. Um, No, I like no name. Hey, Councilwoman Bay. I'm gonna get me a shirt with Councilwoman Bay on it. So we can go back. Mickey got to scroll back up. We trying to operate some different things so we can be timely and get everything going. So wherever you are from, is that at the top? So Brianna, good evening. Michelle, Kevin Tay, Julina, um, Sister Burns for looking for a boo thing. What did he say? What did Kevin Tate about to be in trouble? Hey sis, Tonya Burns looking for Kevin Tate. Stop. Um, I ain't going. Irma, Nakia, uh, Harris AR. Listen, some of y'all, Tyrese, is it Tyrese Walker? Tyrese Walker? Look, Walker. And I'm not, listen, I did not spell, I can pronounce my own daughter's name for about 2 weeks. Her name is Anamisi. So I know that as a black parent, sometimes I was a little extra, but her name has a meaning. So Tasha, Kevin Tate, Elizabeth, Little Mama was on. I was watching Sister Audrey's show when she had the special guest that was on there. Um, Elliot McCann was on there. She was on there. I was listening. Hey, Mama Quill, I'm gonna talk about what you gave me. Marilyn Smith, Deborah Lou Overman Luna. Why can't I talk this evening? As record, I should be at home just watching TV. T from the D. Rhonda, Lasagna Larry. Hey girl, look, I got a whole shirt list I need. Rhoda Murphy, Sarah. I mean, last night, well, yesterday was so good. So good. Sheila Scott Brown, Miss Richburg. I mean, Wanda Smith. There was so much that was happening, and I had a good time. You know, you had a good time. Keisha Denise, Auntie M, Latoya. You know you had a good time when you can't sleep. or will you go to sleep early? John M. Scott, Carolyn Hendricks, Eddie Gray, from the 704, Eddie Gray. You know, I got to be planning a trip to North Carolina. Shayna Shepherd, Eddie Gray, Reed Johnson, Saul Pepper. So listen, I appreciate y'all. Do me a favor, click like and share. Click like and share because we're going to talk about some things. We're going to do a wrap up. Rob Moore. And I'll say good evening to everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. But do me a favor, click like, share, and subscribe because we are trying to grow this platform so that we are helping people in Flint. And things that happen in Flint is not unique. These are things that would happen other places as well. So click like, share, and subscribe and help us out. And then, by the way, I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button like y'all hitting the lotto button. Just hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it to boost our algorithm. I need y'all to hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Just be like this. I can't hit. I got to cut my phone off of that. I need to hit it like this. Just keep hitting it, keep hitting it, keep hitting it, keep hitting it on Facebook and on YouTube to boost our algorithm. Ask y'all to please do that for me. And this little boy in the window of the restaurant Sweetwater. We ate dinner at. He gave us a little hug, the little heart things. I was like, oh, but he was being a little boy. He was being busy. He was smiling like, and then he started hitting his sister. I'm like, that's what brothers do. So listen, Mickey, put up the 810. If you attended, if you didn't attend it, hopefully you'll be able to attend next year. 810 Day. 810 Day, but 810 News Media Group and 810 Day for Flint. So we want to send shouts out to I do for Mickey and for Winters and for Harletta. And I think Stephanie has started with the planning and Stephanie Rogers. So for those who were planning this for 810 Day, I want to send shouts out. Dink always provides at the Roadhouse. So shouts out to you, Dink Sosa. Kevin Tay was pretending like he was security. They were doing just harassing folks, but he was there too. But to everyone who showed up, and it was a beautiful thing. 810 News Media Group Day. This is the first year they had it, and it was at the Roadhouse, and it was a very, very nice event. Very nice. You had vendors there. There were food. There was special drinks. I don't know if JWC is on here, but she had, it was the name of a drink that was pre-mixed that I can't remember the name of, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to try that. So if you attended 810 News Media Group Day, we thank you. I thank you. And I know everyone else who has a podcast thanks you too. Hopefully next year we can grow to be bigger and better. And then for those who attended 810 Day for the city of Flint, because that's the area code. People are like, what is, my mother's like, well, what is 810 Day? It is the area code. My everybody who live in the 810 area code, it's a day. So I think 810 Day is similar to 420 Day with thank you, JWC. I gotta try me one of them. It's called Bad and Bougie. I knew she would be on. Who put that? Casey. That was Casey. Hey, Casey. Hey, Savant. Hi, Joycelyn. Hey, Sheena B. Hey, Trevor, already down in Florida. So that's the drink. So I didn't get a chance to try one because I had. Listen, y'all, we got a spirit in here. Look, the equipment is working on the sound. Nobody was touching that light. Right here. Nobody. Can you cut it down a little more? Yeah. Listen, nobody was touching that light, y'all. It just said it went up on its own. Mickey, what's up in here?
I told you my phone connected to this equipment and wasn't even on, and it connected.
Y'all saw that. We gonna claim that. Listen, maybe it's the Holy Spirit to shine light on the information I want to share with y'all. Okay. Because we don't have any demonic spirits up in here. So we're going to claim that to God, say that he going to shed some light on this. So Beverly Barnes, Robbie Battle, Woodrow Green. We ain't seen you at City Council in a while. Where you been? Where you been, Woodrow Green? So 810 News Media Group Day was great. 810 Day, I'm convinced that's 420 Day. You know how many blunts I saw? People was firing up. But there was nothing happened. I thought there would have been a lot more security just in case. I only saw walking around the parking lot 2 Flint police. I did not see the sheriff's department down there at all. I did not, unless they were over by the parking ramp. But the flat lot, people behaved. There was food. There were vendors. There was a fashion show. It was good. People now what's surprising, this is like really a demographic that I think are voters that are not really interested in politics. I mean, a lot of them. I know a lot of them because of some family trauma, but that demographic is really being missed. It really is. And it's unfortunate because they're the ones that need the most help. They were there with some of them with their children. I saw a lot of baby strollers, a lot of women, with their babies, young moms out there. They're like, we gonna get out there. One of the things that you saw a lot of, I guess, midriff tops are in. Having the belly is out, no matter what size you are. Having your stomach is out is a thing. Like, Megan, don't try to act like you don't know. Listen, I don't care what size. And if that from a 0 to probably a 4X, look, having your stomach out is a new thing. I mean, the stomach out, the midriff tops. And so
I'm not gonna mess with it.
you saw a lot of that. You saw a lot of that. And it just we don't, I think our young ladies don't, I mean, you can look sexy without doing like a lot of what they doing, you know. And some of it, this one young lady, we saw all her everything. Not just one of them. There were several. There were you saw like these short pants. I don't even call it. Are they short pants? What you call them? When they kind of curved up like half the booty cheek is out.
I don't know. I don't
Nigga can't come. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I'm telling you.
I was like, these young ladies don't have to get a young man's attention to do all of that. They don't. They don't. We have to understand that expensive things are wrapped up. I ain't saying you got to cover up like with a blanket or anything. But I'm going to tell you, it was funny because we were sitting in Sweetwater. The young ladies that exposed everything, it was this group of table of young men. They never opened the door for them. Never one time. There were about 3 or 4 other young women who were, dressed still, cute and, not showing everything. They got up and ran to the door and said, no, let me get the door. So we were sitting in the window, which is a great people watcher window at Sweetwater, which is the old 501 grill. And so sitting in that window, but them young, I mean, literally ran to the door for the young ladies who were still, they had short skirts on, but their stomachs wasn't out, their booties weren't out, and they were still dressed like cute and, little sexy, but they were still, they ran to the door. The ones that were showing everything, not one of them got the door open for them. Not a single one. So 4810 day is similar to 420 day. It is seriously, but it was nice. It's more like for like downtown. It was more like for you probably had 80% young people that were down there, maybe 20% older people. Like some of the older people I knew, they were like, I don't know nobody down here. Yeah, I don't know nobody. Because this is a different group. So, but anyways, for some of the young ladies, I just want to say, if you want a man to treat you like a lady, they open up doors for the ladies who didn't have everything. Their shorts were mini skirts, but they weren't showing everything. And I don't know what's with the thing with putting your phone in the front of your belly. I was like, is that like a pocket thing? I'm like, what is this about? Yeah.
Well, I can't say that. I'll be walking around like this.
No, they had their bellies out and they phones in the front. I mean, that was a thing. I don't know.
Something new every day.
Respect. If they want the young man to respect them, they have to dress respectful. Because them young ladies who were still dressed cute and a little sexy, they ran to open up the doors in that restaurant for them. Ran.
No, because you can still be sexy without revealing everything.
Say it again.
You can still be sexy without revealing everything.
Right.
Like I was putting it up like Mama Quill. She was like, leave something for imagination. Her teeth in the deep both said that. Leave something for imagination.
Well, it was nothing. Listen, some of them I was just like, mama? Who her auntie? Man, I'd have beat my nieces down.
I bet you would.
Listen. I would have been snatching them up and grabbing them, dragging them to the fabric store and wrapping them up like a mummy. I mean, some of them, I don't need to see what's your booty. I don't need to see your booty. I don't need to see your dimples, your cellulite. Don't nobody, and some of them, you shouldn't want nobody to see it. I'm convinced at this age, and I'm 55. Some of them girls is bigger than me, way bigger. I'm like, what are they doing? I mean, who is teaching them that? What did you just say, Mickey? You don't have to show. You don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to
reveal it all.
And still be sexy.
That part. And I'm telling you, and how the young men reacted, because look, I got a good ear hustle, and listen to them. They were kind of dragging them young women that were coming in there. They were dragging them. So leave something to the imagination, because when it gets down to it, a young man is not going to take you home to his mama like that. He's not. He's not going to take you home to his mother if he chooses you. He's not going to do that. He's just not. And if I had seen any of my nieces down there, I'd have snatched them up. I mean, if they was dressed with nothing on. Some of them basically had dental floss on. literally dental floss. So anyways, but it was a nice event. It was nice to be out to be in the 810 day, to participate, to see that, and to even see that venue. You can see that it's growing. I didn't attend. I think they had the concert on the parking ramp. I didn't go over there. I'm not in the rap, y'all. You throw some Isley Brothers for your sister out there, and some OJs. I don't want to see no Anita Baker concert, because she be messing up with her concerts now. Folks mad with Anita Baker with them concerts. So anyways, Mickey, did you do anything other than you did A1O at Roadhouse? How was that for you?
To be honest with you, and I'm gonna say it, I gotta give Winters really her kudos.
Coming up with the idea. She birthed that idea.
Yeah, and putting it together, really putting it together. That's why when I went live, I gave her and highlighted her kudos, because we was like behind schedule on a lot of things. But to see the people come out, and then even seeing you out there, Jerry Winfrey Carter out there, because that's really what she did to focus. People wanted to meet the podcast.
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna miss that.
And like Angie coming out there, Free Daddy coming from Saginaw.
Yeah, she tickled me. Me and her was talking we were talking inside. And we asked him, look, Free Daddy, me and you gonna really talk. I was hipping her to some stuff, because we were talking about. We're gonna talk about that later. Yeah, but it was good. So,
but it was just to meet the people. Like I said, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, just to see the people came and interact. And got to give a shout out to the Mental Law Group too. So,
they were there. I got to meet Angie. I talked to her 100 times.
I want to give a shout out. Even Zana, Zane. I'll be messing.
Man, I'm up here wearing that. What is it?
Obsession.
Listen, it smelled like a fruit salad.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm like, let me put some of that on. Yeah. I love different fragrances. My normal fragrance is Bottega Veneta.
Oh, for sure.
Yep, that's my number one, and I wear Cartier. And so this one,
razzle dazzle on,
but when I'm home, I do put on like oils, because when I'm home, I guess I'm old fashioned. No matter what I do, I'll wear everybody a shower every day. Sure. That's what I'm gonna do. And I wear earrings every day. I'm old fashioned.
I
put earrings on every day. When I wake up, I put my earrings on, a pair, even if they're a small pair.
T from the D came in. That's what
T from the D. Look, she hooked up her little T-shirt.
That's what I'm saying. And I gotta give her, because I'm gonna give her more praise tomorrow. Giving Dink a shout out how he ate one, how he handled business.
He is. He works hard.
And for him to open his establishment up for us, because he didn't have to. Let me tell you that. But for a person to do that, that's why I always tell people, go support. And like I say, Kevin, his whole staff. Shout out to the whole staff at Roadhouse, man. They wasn't nothing but.
And Kevin Taken quit harassing me, telling us I need to be on your show, Tonya. Man, you gonna have me kicked off.
But I tell you,
they gonna take my Facebook status because he got a little temper. Not he got a big temper. He can have one.
But you know what? But at his event, I never seen nothing. Every time I go to one of the conventions,
it's never
nothing but a fun time. So I got to give a shout out to Dink.
I support Dink in his events, and I'm gonna tell you, even when they have vibes, when he has his events, I'm like the auntie that rolled through. Make sure I support him.
Oh, and Jonathan Jarrett showed up too.
He showed up.
The Rico. I mean, so many people showed up. I'm telling you, everybody. It seemed like a lot of people. The Jeep Club showed up. Yeah, so I got to give a shout out to the ones who put it together.
So I mean, Winters did a good job. It was she birthed that baby.
Yeah, she did.
She did. That was her thing, and I was not going to. I was tired too.
Yeah, I said it because I was cat raggedy. I was going crazy. She'd tell you I was like, ain't nobody coming. She'd tell you I was from 7 in the morning. I called her, and she usually don't answer her phone. So I'm happy it was a success. It's over with. Now I can get some rest.
Next year is going to be even bigger and greater.
Yes,
so I wanted to start that out to get into that because it was a great time that was had. So I want to go on to what's the next one? We are going to get into one of the things because tomorrow is a city council meeting. And so one of the things I want to talk about is our seniors. You know, we have got to start coming together as a community. And because what's happening here to Flint is not unique. It can happen anywhere. And so when we talk about, that's going to be the last one. Yeah, the very, very last one. And so, and so it is going to be a letter. And I'm going to put Liz, why can't I talk today? Yeah. Can you blow it up? Yeah. And it's actually like 4 pages to that. Yeah. So one of the things, I know y'all can't see me. Am I still on or? I'm on. Okay. So I'm going to read to you the letter. So it popped up and let me rewind this back. So it goes back to, and I didn't share this with people because sometimes we have to fill in the gap when, you know, some of our other council members aren't able to do things. So it was, I'm going to say probably about a year. And so in the first ward, there were some things, you know, Councilman Mays was doing some traveling. And then when he got sick, he didn't tell us anything. And I started going to, you know, the people in the first ward had reached out to me. And so I would go to their meetings to make sure that Councilman Mays, you know, things were taken care of. And so one of the things they've been working on, which was this lease. And so the lease for Hasselbring Center. Hasselbring is on Home Street. It is a center that serves about 1,000 people of our seniors. And not all of our seniors, some of our seniors that are homeless that go there for the day just to get a meal, and what other services that they have. So I started going to their meetings because one thing I believe we take care of our seniors, our veterans, and our children. Those 3, seniors, veterans, and children. Those to me, those are our protected people. And so when I started going, literally this lease, this became this thing. We're going to start charging the center's rent. Now, the lease started at $3,500 and was going to progress in its 5th year to $5,500. That was the first lease. This was a mess. It was a mess. Now, let me take you back to some of the history. The center, Hasselbring Center, was closed and chained and padlocked because of emergency management. To get it out of emergency management, because they were going to sell it off. Before you had Beverly, they had another, there was a nonprofit that was created to save it from being sold off. All this is, Councilman Mays was instrumental in all of this. All of this. So there's a history to it, to getting the chain, the doors open, making sure that seniors had a place. Because in the 48505, and we're going to get into some of the census to show you the numbers, it is a population that has the greatest need. It's a great need. And what was surprising was the city doesn't give the centers money. The city doesn't. The county does. They are funded by the county. And so there's a tier 1 and there's tier 2. Tier 2 is what Hasselbrink and Brennan is. And they get over $100,000 less than other senior centers, which can afford to do programming and other services. So with Hasselbring, they are stretching every dime they have. So it was said, oh well, it was some nasty exchanges. Well, she makes 50,000. Beverly, she should make 100,000. She should make 100,000 because what's the young lady who came over there makes 74,000 at Serenity, who's saying she makes 74,000 over there. So, but when Beverly works her behind off, literally works so hard, he gonna say, well, she makes 50,000. Okay, but what does she do? I mean, it's 24/7 that she's in contact and work from home, programming, funding, making sure their financials are in order, feeding them, making sure all the program, there's bingo, there's bidwiz, there's spades, there's exercise, there's yoga, there's taxes that they teach. They do the taxes for the seniors for free. They teach computer classes. They have billiards. I can keep going on and on. And so they were Ed Taylor wanted to charge him $3,500 to start out, and it ended like $5,500. They had to get an attorney. So this is a cost that they had to get. They had to pay for an attorney to deal with the city. Why are the seniors and the residents having to fight against the city? They get no community block grant dollars. And let me say that again. They get no community block grant dollars. But we're going to talk about who is getting community block grant dollars, because I didn't even know it. It was brought to my attention. So when it came up on our committee meeting where they want to charge them, they have in there for in this lease, and I'll show you the lease. It has in the lease for $500 per month with the $1,500 credit. How are you going to show a $1,500 credit? So that means the rent is $2,000. And then he makes a comment, Ed Taylor does, Deputy Chief of Staff, that if the $1,500 isn't paid, or if he don't get all the information he needs, it's gonna be $2,000. He got a slick mouth. He's very rude, extremely rude, extremely rude. So I'm looking at, first of all, he didn't know, I guess I had been talking with them. And so when I called him up and we were doing our rounds, he was rude. He was not rude to me. Let me say that. He was rude to Jerry Murphy Carter, Councilwoman Jerry Murphy Carter. His tone was extremely disrespectful. But we're going to show that. I'm going to let y'all see the face up. So they're fighting for listen, they are thugging it out with the city, literally thugging it out so they can keep providing services with a budget that's really non-existent. And his big thing was, she making 50,000. That lady still got bills to pay at her house. And if she can't pay her bills with helping everybody else, come on, stop it. How much does he make? 75, 80,000 at the city? And he cussing people out, literally, as he cussed out Kawana Mack at the last meeting. And he told her F you when she just walked by, and she told him F you back. Clyde Edwards was holding his shoulders like this, trying not to get him out the seat. I was like, what am I saying? Is this Thug Night? I'm like, and Clyde trying to get Ed back down in the seat. It didn't work. Clyde wasn't strong enough because he got up out that seat anyways and went up to get in her face. The police came over. Now, this is the Deputy Chief of Staff, y'all. This is the disrespectful Deputy Chief of Staff who stated he put everybody out when we were talking about ARPA over in the Dome. So he has repeated disrespectful behavior to the residents of the city of Flint. It's continue. So we're talking to him about this, and I'm like, they didn't got this. They think they didn't negotiated this down to, was it 500? It should be no more than $1. You have to show a dollar amount, which should be no more than $1 because it's a rental lease agreement and legally. So $1. He said, well, they ain't never paid. Okay. You don't keep talking. They don't get community block grant dollars, but you do. You do with your company. So let's put up the letter that Beverly had to comprise, because he made it to seem to paint this like Hasselbring is getting paid. They getting all this money from having all of these events that serve the community from people renting the place, which is ridiculous. So it says, "Dear council member, I'm writing to express my thoughts on discussion that was had about resolution 240323 regarding the lease for Hasselbring Senior Center during Wednesday city council meeting. Although I was not personally in attendance, I had several people stop by my office on Thursday and have received numerous phone calls informing me of the session. So I took time to watch it on the city council's YouTube page." Now I'm gonna pause right there, because she's met with him several times. Ed Taylor was so rude in the meetings, she had to get up and walk out as to not be disrespected by this grown man who was the city deputy chief of staff. Again, she's had to get up to walk out because he's so disrespectful to women. So disrespectful. So make it big again. I'm sorry, Mickey. So, because I can't sing. So some of you had questions that Mr. Taylor claimed to have not had the answers for. The purpose of this letter is to answer each question asked and to provide other pertinent information regarding these issues. When Councilwoman Burns asked if other city centers were paying rent and how long Hasselbring had been without the lease, Mr. Taylor answered that Brennan will be paying soon. Well, that's another center that serves the underserved population on the black side of the south side, black side of town on the south side. I ain't never seen this. And these centers serve everybody because they're county funded. Anyone can show up in the city or in the county and be served with their services. Now, the underserved, again, is the Black population because of the poverty, lack of services. And Brennan and Hasselbring do a wonderful job with what they have. So it says, and he didn't know how long Hasselbring had been without a lease, but the city was responsible for paying at the center. Hasselbring's last lease expired on September 3rd, 2016. He later contradicted himself when he asked who pays the consumers, water, etc., by answering that Hasselbring does. In fact, Hasselbring pays for all of its expenses tied to the property, with the exception of the dumpster service. Our OSS budget for the fiscal year showing the overages spent thus far for expenses accompanying this letter. So their consumer's bill is about $9.80 a month. They have a parking lot bill for the parking lights to make sure that if you're in the parking lot in the evenings, that bill is $240 a month just for the parking lot. They pay their own insurance, about $2,700 a month. They have an insurance policy. He said they didn't, and they do. They pay their own water bill. So when to get up there, he is the most uninformed individual there is, with a nasty attitude. Again, she had to walk out of meetings that they were trying to go through, and she had an attorney. So Councilman Murphy asked Mr. Taylor where our funding comes from. He answered correctly when he said it comes from the Genesee County millage. Flint does not give any funding to them. They don't, for their services. We operate as a level 2 senior center. I told you they operate as a level 2, receiving a total of $137,923 annually from the Office of Senior Services. These are only guaranteed funds for Hasselbring receives to operate the organization. He also stated incorrectly that the center receives $130 minus $160,000 from the county above the millage funding. We did receive notice of a one-time $100,000 ARPA grant from the county. ARPA grant from the county, which will be used to improve to add value to the city's property by adding a storage garage and gazebo. However, those funds have not been expended. They have not been used, and it is to improve the property. Mr. Taylor is correct by saying that we rent out the auditorium to residents to host special events such as open houses, baby showers, wedding receptions. What he failed to say is that our millage funding falls short of covering our everyday expenses annually. While focusing on the amount of my salary, he also failed to mention that I have one staff member whose payroll is covered entirely by using funds received from auditorium rentals. Auditorium rentals pays for her staff salary. Now, she don't get any community block grant funds, but we got community block grant funds that are being paid for projects in Mount Morris Township, not even in the city of Flint. So make that bigger for me, please. I ain't done. Make it, because you know I can't see. So I have 2 part-time employees whose payroll is partially covered, also using these funds. How Hasselbrink operates with a mission and vision is stated below. We got to go to the next screen. She wrote a 4-page letter. Look, don't get a Black woman upset. She fighting for her community. She got to fight to help the seniors. No, it's gonna be another one. Let me see. Yeah, I am happy to. It says vision, utilizing community. Oh, okay. So look, why we on there? Y'all, my T-shirt says.
Oh, they can't see it.
Okay, all right, we're gonna talk about it later. My job, my Black job is to vote, but we're gonna talk about the mission, vision, utilizing community resources to collaboratively increase the quality of life for our members and community today and in the future. I'm happy to announce that Hasselbring Senior staff and governing board have worked together diligently for the past 7 years and are at a point where we have grown activities, programs, and services to help us reach our objectives. As a part of that shows that the number of partners reaching out to us to host community conversations, info sessions, and community events. This includes events hosted by the City of Flint that we fund, but receive no compensation for. In response to Mr. Pfeiffer's concern, Mr. Taylor again made non-factual statements concerning our finances. He said that in addition to receiving tax dollars from all residents' senior millage, that there is additional money provided across the street from senior millage, referring to the county. As you can see, these are both the same pot of money. He also stated that the city has always taken care of the structure of the building. While I affirm that the city paid to replace the roof of the building 2 years ago, I find that statement debatable. For starters, everything in and about the building is original to the building from 1987. Man, that's the year I graduated. And I'm 55. Wait a minute. I'm not original. I mean, look, some stuff's gonna break down from 1987. Now, from 1987, Mickey, I might wear them little outfits with my stomach out, but 2024, your girl can't do it. I got some things that's broke down. Okay, so things change. Nothing else was replaced or properly repaired until we received funding from the Mott Foundation. So the Mott Foundation, thankful to them for giving the Hasselbrink the center to make repairs. Thank you, Mott Foundation. Even with that, there are several serious concerns with how the money was spent. The quality of the work and seemingly never-ending wait for issues to be resolved. One example of failed work is the parking lot resurfacing job. Money was taken from the grant to have the work done, but it was done very poorly. Rather than having the city workers come back to repair the job, more money was taken from our funds to pay a second company and come back to do the job properly. So the city was responsible for dispersing the funds. So the city paid a second company to come back and fix it. She said, hey, have the first company who botched it come back and fix it. That's what should have been done. To make matters worse, Hasselbrink Board of Directors Executive Director had absolutely no decision-making power in choosing the contractors. We also had issues with the repairs being subpar. And one request we had, which was the city originally agreed to was that we would not be in any way financially responsible for any items that are original to the building. However, this became a huge debate at our final meeting. Although each person at the meeting on Hasselbrink's behalf had notes confirming the original agreement, they were adamant that the agreement always included that we could be responsible for the first 2,500 of all repairs. They stood united and quite firm, eventually excluding the foundation only, leaving us no choice but to agree. It is not standard practice for a landlord to require a tenant to pay for upkeep on a property they have no equity in. No equity in. Mr. Taylor claimed to have the answer to many questions he was asked by the council. I can say that he was provided with documental proof with the answer to each and every one. When given a letter of, we got to go to the next one. I appreciate you, Mickey. When it comes, we have to protect our seniors. I'm asking everybody to get behind me, to get behind the Senior Center, Hasselbrink, get behind Brennan, because we got to stop this nonsense. I need y'all. Look, Get behind me. Get behind the four of us on the council that's going to fight. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Let me see. Yep. Finances, detailing our guaranteed millage in okay. Oh, look, he took it down. Yeah. Look, y'all got to help us. Help us help our community. Because even though we are elected, we work for y'all. We need seniors, and I don't care who show up to speak. Speak and have it written out that our messaging is the same. We got to stop allowing them to take advantage of our people. If you got a grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle, a neighbor, a friend who uses these services or should be, you should be speaking out. And people always say, well, I don't want to sit in the meetings all day. You can't afford to not to sit in the meetings. Say what you need to say during public speaking, then leave. Say what you need to say at public speaking, then leave. Okay. Detailing, I'm going to get back to the finances, detailing our guaranteed millage and occasional grants, donations, and fundraising. Funding, he insisted on obtaining a copy of our fiscal year financial audit for the last 3 years. 2023 is incomplete, which were provided. He also received copies of our OSS contract updated 8/1/24, auditorium rental agreement listing all fees charged, and a copy of all of our insurance policies, including a waiver of liability, releasing the city from any damage. He did sit up there and said they ain't had that, and they did. And I told you how much they're paying. Because I was at the meetings because we knew that this was an issue. Mr. Taylor believes that $500 rent that will be spent to the city will not affect the center due to the amount of money that he considers over and above that we receive from millage. Now, remember, she's paying, is it 3 workers out of the rental money, which is not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that they get that. You cannot run that size facility without people working. And they're not making a lot of money. It's just not. It's just not. He refuses to accept and understand there really is no money over and above the millage that we can fully count on. We have explained that the donations can vary from $50 to $5,000 depending on the year. Fundraising programs never bring in any guaranteed and rarely anticipated funds and always cost money to host. In addition, grant funds have stipulations on how funds can be spent and are written for specific programs to cover only the cost of running those programs. You cannot spend grant funds only in the way specifically to those grants. You just can't. He also failed to accept, as he stated before, the auditorium rentals cover many expenses over and above the senior millage money, the proof that shows in our financial audits that are performed annually. While we have had a few leftover dollars showing on the last couple of years, we have also been working very hard to create and grow an emergency fund account, which is needed. One of the issues that they had over there, people shooting and bullets going through the ceiling. And so they had leaks because gunshot bullets going up and coming down, piercing the ceiling of the building. That's a fact. And some of those leaks were from that. Fund accounts outside of our regular checking account. This will be more important than previously thought once we have to pay rent and have money to cover building repairs. I'm happy to provide you all with documents that are provided to Mr. Taylor and Attorney Kim. Any other documents you would like to receive? Scroll up and have our number. Scroll up. Local seniors, go up more. Local seniors have worked hard for many years to pay their dues, and the majority of our participating seniors fall in low income bracket. Again, they fall in low income bracket. All regular programs at Hasselbring Senior Center are provided to seniors free of charge. Seniors are not charged to participate. Everything there is free. The only exceptions are fundraisers. Speaking of fundraisers, Mr. Taylor also tried to give the impression that we rent out for parties all the time, making the statement that there is always something going on every week. He is not entirely wrong because there is always something going on. However, many of our weekend events are special programs for seniors and other community residents. While our main focus is seniors, Hasselbring is located right in the middle of the north side. community with many residents who are struggling with financial and other needs. We are committed to making sure that we bring resources to the area to uplift all residents. So, contrary to his suggestion, most of the programming happening on the site of Hasselbring are partner sponsor events, not rentals. Our schedule rental varies from month to month, which are being held for during summer months than any other time in June. And so she gives that list. Go to the last one. There's one more, and it's going to be a short. Uh, nope. No.
Not that one.
No.
That one. That one. It's this one.
Yeah. Nope. We ain't gonna worry about it. So listen, we didn't read enough of it. So I want to say this. We got to start coming together. Flint is broken down and very separate. But one thing is very clear is that we have to come together for the seniors. We got to start coming together to have one agenda. We basically, we're separating to four pots, really.
Yeah.
I would say four. And we have to find some commonality that we all start coming together. So they don't receive community block grant money. They don't. Their money comes from the seniors. The difficult time that they have had with Ed Taylor and how he's just so rude is disturbing. Now, if they receive community block grant dollars, things may be a lot easier for them, but they don't. They don't. So put up the one.
This one.
No, it's the other one. It was one before them. No. So if they receive community block grant dollars, no, it's like a little short one. It's kind of gray with numbers on it, with names. Yep. So I'm gonna give all credit because I'm not a plagiarism pirate. We do understand that dollars, our community block grant dollars for the city of Flint should be spent in Flint. But they're not. They're not. I did not know we had passed community block grant dollars. They came in as a bundle, and it was a bundle of 70. And I believe we passed it on June 24th. I want to say June 24th. And it did not go to committee. So I get a call. From somebody. And I'm going to put his name. Like, you ain't got to say his name, Mickey, because I don't care. I get a call from Arthur Woodson. Arthur Woodson called me and said, "Hey, Tonya, did you pass the community block grant?" I said, "Well, it was in there." I said it was about 70. He said, "Well, did you read it all?" I said, "It didn't go through committee." I said, there were 70 and they bundled them together. He said, "Well, you guys should have broken that up." I said, "Well, what's going on?" He said, "You don't know?" I said, "No." He said, "Then you need to know 200,000 was given to a company called Ocean Breeze, and it was Ed Taylor's company. His name is attached to that." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Pull it up." So I go to pull up the agenda. I didn't know the name of the company. I didn't know. So I go to pull it up. And Shauna, pull it up. Put it up, Mickey. And it came in a bundle of 70. So Ocean Breeze Wellness Center, the gardens at Clio Road demolition, is not in the city of Flint. There is an easement on Clio Road that used to be Westwood Heights Apartments. It is apartments that have been burnt up and they are in very bad shape. So I asked Arthur Woodson, I said, "How do you know this?" He said, "Look it up." He said, "Look on Laura." Look on Laura. Ocean Breeze is a company that it goes back to an address located and given to Ed Taylor. $200,000, which you see it right there, community block grant dollars, and two different account numbers. And the one ending in 748, the 748, the other one 076. The Gardens at Clio Road is in Mount Morris Township. It's not even in the city of Flint. Now he's telling them they should pay $500. Why are we paying Ocean Breeze to do demolition in Mount Morris Township with community block grant dollars that are for Flint? Those dollars are for Flint. Flint. You see it. It was bundled up within 70. I did not know it. I voted yes on that resolution because it was bundled up. I did not know until Arthur Whitson called and he told me, he said, you need to look at that. And I looked at it, and then he told me how to look at it this way and look it up. And it does show 200,000, two different accounts for demolition at a project in Mount Morris, not the city of Flint. Imagine if we were giving that 200,000 to Hasselbring, give 100,000 to Hasselbring, give 100,000 to Brennan. Imagine if we gave that money that is designated to projects in the city of Flint, and then you get someone who's a deputy chief of staff who comes into city council and talks to people just as nasty and hostile and disrespectful as possible, who jumped up to fight a woman at city council, a woman, to where the chief of, not what is Clyde? The city administrator tried to hold him down. I did not know that. I voted yes on it. I did not know it was bundled up in there. It won't ever happen again. I'll tell you what, that stuff will come back. Every single one will be broken down. Every single one. And that was something Councilman Mays always did. He would break down that community block grant, and that should have been broken down. It should have been broken down. We spent 200,000 of our community block grant dollars on a project in Mount Morris Township. Come on, Mickey, put up. I mean, the stuff. Y'all look at. It's passed. It's passed. Keep it up. Look it up yourself. And we're fighting for seniors. We have nothing for Brennan. We have nothing for Hasselbring. And then he's telling them that you need to pay. Now, remember, it was $3,500 a month. So obviously, everybody needed a little help because that company got $200,000 worth of help. The hypocrisy. The hypocrisy. I did not know till Arthur Whitson called me. I didn't know. I did not know. And we begging. Beverly has got to beg to run the senior center that she don't have enough money. You got Brennan, they begging for money. And we sending money to Mount Morris Township, Westwood Heights schools? Come on. Come on. Mickey, put up the 300,000, because this is how they roll. Put up and start putting them up. Not that one. Put up, Candace had 300,000 for hers. They all working together. And I'm going to need my community to protect me and show up for me. Well, there we go right there. Let's start with this one. We can roll through them all. Let's start with this one, the lawnmower. Through Habitat for Humanity, 11,000. Quincy got. The rubber stamping 5, 11,000. Cyrus Park, 1,500. The rubber stamping 5, making sure these agendas get passed through. There's more good people in the city of Flint than there are bad. Y'all looking at what they getting. They're not working for the people. The seniors ain't getting nothing. They trying to charge them something. Well, they get the master's amount. They're getting the king's portion. They're getting the king's portion. 50,000, Liddell, Cyrus Park. Put the next one up. This is stuff that has passed. Keep rolling through them, Mickey. She got 25,000, Cyrus Park. Candace, this passed in committee. It passed in committee for her 300,000. Liddell pulled it off. She voted 300,000 to give her own nonprofit. Let's go to the next one. These are facts. You should have. Okay. Okay, you put that one up already?
Yep, I did.
So you got the rubber stamping 5. And then you got, this is Leon in that seat. He negotiated that thing to $500. Why ain't it $1? His campaign had commercials on on Channel 12, Mid Michigan Now. He had 4-5 mailers that went out, had people sending out text messages. He had really nice, 20-something billboards or more out, along with small individual signs. Who's working for the people? He voted no, but his conscience on a Tuesday came back on a Wednesday, voted yes on everything he voted no for. It's the record. It's factual. They put in there, we're putting in, y'all putting in people, because I ain't voting for them. You're putting in people who voting against your own interests, your own life, your own lifestyle. They supporting themselves. Y'all don't get out here and get behind Carol McIntosh in that first ward. Y'all don't get out here and get behind Beverly Biggs or AC Dumas. Y'all better do it. Because look, and I hope that third ward, they got too many darn people in that race. It's too many people in that third ward race. I hope they figure it out to where somebody drop out beforehand so that you can put his power in, get behind someone who's going to serve the people. I'm putting up for y'all. Hasselbring, and as Ed said, he coming after them next. Mickey, let's put up the TikToks real quick, because I'm using his words. And I think I put up the ones. Yeah, you can play that one, because he always confused. I don't need a big screen on mine. Will it be big for them to see it? Or do you have to do it the way that it is?
I could do it like this right here.
Okay, yeah.
Hear the question?
I did not know.
How much millage money do the senior centers get, like for instance, Hasselbring, from the senior millage?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I got it downstairs, an approximate amount.
That doesn't come through our books.
So RL,
Excuse
you
me.
already asked once
Excuse me.
to stop
You're on
hollering
You're
out.
on my time.
I understand that. 1 second.
Okay,
Okay,
just
I'm
pause
trying to
it.
chair. 1 second. I'm
Pause the
gonna
time.
give you your time back. Just 1 second.
You know what I mean?
Please stop hollering out. We are handling business. This is the second time I've asked you politely. The next time will be your warning.
So, Mr. Moore, would you be able to get that information?
I can get that information. That money goes through the county, so it'll take me a day or two to get it. But yes, I can get it.
Yeah, but that would be questions that the council would probably ask before we make a decision on charging the seniors $500 a month. So I would like that information. $100 a month.
Okay. So let's go on to the next one. We're going to play a series of them. Thank you to 810 Flint, who does these TikTok clips. Yeah. Thank you to 810 Flint, who does the clips. I appreciate it because y'all make my life easy. Okay, this one says Ed Taylor versus everybody. Wait a minute, I read the time. Okay. Yeah, and I'm really tired of how they're coming after RL too. They need to stop. We and y'all don't have to come help protect these, because they coming after everybody. RL should be protected by the American with Disabilities Act. And we need the community, because they coming at people. And I'm telling you, what they can't come after is if we all stick together. Okay, let's play the next one, please.
In here with a $1 lease. I mean, we literally gave the Children's Museum the old farmer's market for $1. They're not doing jack crap with that. We're paying people to run the golf courses. We're paying $5,000 a month or whatever for somebody to run the golf courses, but yet we're charging our seniors $500.
Well, at the end of the day, the golf course is finna change too, because the city been getting ripped off for years.
Well, I
Dealing with the
was
golf
trying
course.
that, but then the mayor did a backroom deal and we
No,
we
it
got-
wasn't a backroom deal. That man came up here and lied to you all. Tell the truth. He lied to you all and told you that, oh, I wanted a 3-year deal. He agreed to a 1-year deal.
No, that's what that
Okay,
was.
so it wasn't none of that.
Well,
I was involved in it.
the way that went down and what we're paying for that isn't comparable to what we're now charging the seniors. That's my issue. Is we make these stupid deals where we're actually paying to run the golf courses, and then we go back and charge the seniors.
At the end of the day, that came to the council.
What?
You sat there and asked that man, what is it you want us to do?
Yeah, and
He
we
told
voted
you-
it down.
He told you to vote it down because he said he wanted a 3-year deal. He sat there and agreed with me in that room to a 1-year deal.
That's the way it should be.
I
But-
agree.
But to circle back with that, or and to bring it with this should be $1 contract.
Well, it's not going to be.
Well, I'm just saying with the backward thing that we're doing is we're trying to make $6,000 off of the seniors. And to me, that doesn't make sense.
Well, the director of the nonprofit make 50,000. Talk about that.
What does that has nothing.
That's
to do
what I'm saying. What that got to do with this? All you all got to do is accept this lease agreement. That's all you got to do. It's up to you all what you want to do. I'm not going to sit up here and argue with you about it.
Patag, while he's getting our next one together, I need y'all to click, like, share, and hit them like buttons to JWC to boost our algorithm. Hit the like, but if y'all don't do nothing, look, please hit the like button on YouTube and on Facebook. Just lay on it. Hit, because we need this to go out. We got to start back, and it may sound cliche. Take our community back. Hit them like buttons. Boost it out. We need this to get out. They depend on the fact that we not gonna work together. Don't give them that. They getting paid. I'm gonna put the checks up, the resolutions. Boost this out. Well, I don't want to come to the city council meetings. Hell, half the time I don't want to show up because I know, look, I'm gonna get put out. I'm going to the Michigan State Appeals fighting for my seat. I'm fighting for my seat, fighting for y'all, the residents. I need your help. They want me gone because I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to keep telling the truth. Play the next one, please. Is that one ready? Let's hit it.
I don't have a problem with them taking care of the seniors. I want them to take care of the seniors. I'm a senior, but am I going up there? No, I got better things to do with my life.
How many events do they have per month? I'm just trying to make sure we're not.
I don't know. I don't keep track of it, but I know I see them.
Okay.
You know, they have to present them to us once this is squared away. At this point, I don't know what they do, how they do it, but I know they have them. I ride by there every day.
Mr. Taylor, why are you so hostile?
I'm not hostile. This is the way I talk.
Okay.
You just don't know me. I
Oh.
talk loud and I talk this way.
We're just having a conversation with
Okay.
you, and it seems like you're.
All I want to do is
Getting an
get to the
attitude.
point so I can sit down.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know how much millage money they get over at,
I said it was approximately 160,000 or 180,000, and I know they got another $130,000 from the Mott Foundation.
I don't know. I'm not gonna vote to charge $500 a month. I don't think we need to be taxing the seniors like that. Any senior citizen
I
center
probably
in
can
this.
go
You know
downstairs
what,
and get
Mr.
it.
Taylor, I'm talking. I'm on my time.
Okay, that's fine. You
Now,
take your
I got
time.
the attitude.
Take your time.
You know, you're not gonna talk over me.
Take your time.
And I'm stating what I stand on. And so, I don't think I'm gonna be voting yes for this resolution.
Y'all, listen, we be fighting for our lives up there. Literally, not just fighting for the residents, fighting for our lives. Because they come at you with everything there is. Everything. And we need y'all. Yep, yep. And so if you can maybe do half the screen or so. It just make it do the whole screen big because I can't see it. Yeah. You know, my eyes can't see. And so one of the things that people say when we ask, I need a big. Mickey, you know I can't see. Mickey, no, I can't see.
Can you see this now?
Yeah, I can see it.
I
I
don't know.
can see that one from the parking lot. Thank you. So listen, I get people who don't want to get involved, but you can't afford to not get involved. Be a part of the change. Be the change we need. Be the change we need. So this is what I hear people say. What I'm not gonna do, I'm tired of the city of Flint. I'm not sitting in those long meetings. What's the purpose of voting? They're gonna do what they want to do anyways. I hear that a lot. Anyways, I'm leaving Flint. I ain't staying here. I hear that. Flint is dangerous for my kids here, and the schools aren't any good. Hear that. And our own city of Flint, don't nobody care. I hear that all the time. I'm just trying to make it to the next day. This is what I hear, and we got to die someday. I'm like, what they got to do with it? What you gonna do about everything that's going on? People, and it's fatigue. People have Flint fatigue. So those are some of the things I have heard several times. Several times. You got to get involved. When I see new faces in there, you know who face I ain't seen in there in a long time? Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Where Nick at? 6'6" Nick. I ain't seen Nick. I haven't seen him. When we see new faces, say what you have to say during public speaking. Put it on record. Otherwise, you let them win. You let some of the crazy people win. And we ain't no shortage of that. So what can you do? What can you do? Show up at City Council 4:30 on Monday, tomorrow. What can you do? Show up at City Council 4:30 on Monday. When you walk in the door, place your name in the box for public speaking when you enter the door. Because they're not letting you, the rules apply when they want to, according to Liddell Lewis. Now her and Quincy getting into it, I was like, uh-oh. The rules are different. Tell council members, stop messing with our senior centers. When you speak, tell them, stop messing with our senior centers. They don't have enough funding. They are scraping together. She pays for salaries for 3 people out of fundraising. What I need you to do, share this information with others and let the word get out and spread. One thing about it, if you know 10 people, call them up and tell them. That's the best thing to do. Click like and share. Somebody said, who is Nick? The suspect guy, the nondescript guy. Share this out. Let's share this out. Y'all saw it. It's real. It's the truth. I put up documents to show y'all. Tell them to stop messing with our seniors. And then the micromanaging is just terrible. They want, and part of that lease, did I send you the lease? I think I sent you the lease part. Literally, the city wants to be contacted and notified every time that they have an event with they micromanage themselves. I'm like, y'all ain't getting nothing else right now. Y'all want them, if they have an event, contact us. We want to know when there's an event. Don't y'all got something else that y'all need to be doing? I think the ridiculousness and the control. So if you have a birthday party, contact the city. If you have a retirement, contact the city. They want you to contact the city when they're busy serving the seniors. Come on, stop the micromanaging. It is a form of control. It is a form of dominating. They are trying to dominate and control these, letting them know we have control. What they could do, that $200,000 should have been split between Brennan Center and Hasselbring. We shouldn't be paying for projects in Mount Morris Township. Period. It's not even in the city of Flint. And I didn't even know it. I did not know it. I did not, but I just talked about it. Yeah. So that's what I can't find it. It's so much stuff. Yeah. So I just want to say, one, show up, and we put can you leave the what can you do up with the blue and then half with me. Oh, you're logged down. Yeah. Again, what can you do? Show up for city council tomorrow at 4:30. When you walk in, put your name, fill out a slip, put your name in the box. Make sure you check for which times you want to speak. Just check everything that you want to speak at, so you're not wrong. Because if you don't check it, they'll try to call you on it. Speak, tell them, leave our senior centers alone. Give our seniors money. Community block grant money should be going to our seniors, not to Mount Morris Township. Community block grant money is for the city of Flint, not for Mount Morris Township. Okay, any comments, Vicki, that you see? So, listen. So I'm trying to keep it to be timely. So if you're in here, like I said, y'all click like, share, and subscribe. And then if you're on here, listen, please donate to Cash App 810 News Media Group. Cash App 810 News Media Group. These type of podcasts are funded only by donations. I do not receive a dime at all. This goes so that we can have a space and a place to bring podcasts to you. This allows us and me to share information with you that normally you would not receive. We would not know our seniors, as he stated, Brennan Center is going to be next. Our most underserved population, our seniors and our children, actually. And a lot of these seniors are raising their grandchildren in their households. And they're taking care of the kids because of the incarceration rate within our city. And they're having to feed these kids. So the food drives help them to offset for expenses because a lot of them are retired. We have a homeless population that show up at those senior centers just for the day so they can stay warm and eat a meal, who are homeless seniors. They're homeless seniors. So I'm asking you, donate, Cash App 810 News Media Group. $, $810 News Media Group. I don't receive any money from this, but it allows me to bring information like this to you so that we can have podcasts like these so that we can get the information out. Help save our senior centers because they don't get enough funding. We're sending funding to projects that aren't even in the city of Flint to the tune of $200,000. That should have been sent and given to our seniors. You want them to pay rent? Fund them money. I don't know how you get a $1,500 credit. That was the most ridiculous agreement I've seen. I mean, it's not even that. You got it because you have to offset and show what the $1,500 are at. So listen, I appreciate y'all for tuning in for this special Sunday with Talking with Tonya. Click like, share, and like it. And then also donate to Cash App, $, 810 News Media Group. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I want each and every one of you to have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday evening. Thank you.